I'm here with Darryl, Mr. DMC himself.
Hello.
Which I did not know did comic books until recently. But obviously it's not recent. You've been doing this for a while?
Before music.
Before music?
Before hip-hop, before rock and roll, all I did was read, collect, and draw comic books. I had DC, you know, Flash, Wonder Woman was cool. But Stan Lee was brilliant because he put the superheroes in New York City. So Marvel comic books was my favorite because it taught me about the neighborhood I lived in when I was a little kid that couldn't leave the block. But I learned about Manhattan, the Lower East Side, you know, so it was a way of bringing my city to me through imagination.
Yeah, and safely.
And safely.
But also you can kind of escape, you know.
Exactly. You know,
that's the great thing about
as a little
any
kid,
of those.
The only time I saw geeky, nerdy, confused, awkward people trying to make it through life, but they were super powerful with the comic books. Because I got teased, bullied, and picked on because I wore glasses. I got contacts on now. But I wore glasses, I read comic books, I was a straight-A student. And the only time I saw educated, intelligent people that were respected was Tony Starks and Peter Parker and Reed Richards. So the comic books really related to me as a little kid, which later on gave me the confidence in the real world.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, and I thought I would ask, what do you think about, you know, I know Aerosmith and Walk This Way was one of the big, kind of put you into the stratosphere.
Yes.
A lot of fans you had by then, but then that kind of catapulted it. And now they're on their farewell tour, but you're not slowing down, are you?
No, I'm
not
just,
at all.
I'm just getting started.
That really was like life.
I got a song coming out with Joan Jett very soon.
You've got to be kidding.
And when I met her, she said, rock till you drop. You know, because
that is one of the best juxtapositions of putting rap, hip-hop with rock.
Well, when I was growing up in New York City in the 70s, it wasn't black radio, white radio, something like that. There was a station called 77 WABC. Dan Ingram, Harry Harrison. They played everything. They played James Brown. They played Sly Family Stone. They played Bob Dylan. They played Joni Mitchell. They played Led Zeppelin. They played the Beatles.
That's my playlist.
You know what I'm saying? They played Marvin Gaye and Al Green. So it's very diverse. So me as a little kid growing up, my mother and father, they were still young and cool, so soul music was their thing. But when I heard the rock and the folk rock, it was just something about the drums and the sound of guitars that sounded like superheroes. And then, you know, you had Dylan and Jim Croce and Harry Chapin and Joni Mitchell, people like that telling stories, even the Beatles, in the town where I was born. We all lived in the yellow summer. So I wanted to be a rock star growing up, but I couldn't sing. But then hip-hop comes over the bridge from the Bronx and allowed this little kid who got teased, bullied, and picked on to have a voice. You know, there's a power, there's a superhero, it sounds cliche in all of us. But it's all about us finding our voices. Because everybody has something that they'll put here to share with another person that will inspire, motivate, and even more importantly, save someone's life.
Absolutely. You know, Ice-T was here last year, and of all the people, I geeked out when I met him, and I was like, I know a lot of these are going to say Law and Order SVU, and I'm a huge fan of that.
You know,
I was like, New Jack City. That was one of my favorite movies. I was like,
A Body Count.
He was just
like all of us, you know, in this day and age, everybody's so against each other. Instead of just opening up, having dialogue, we'll find out that we have so much more in common.
Absolutely.
That's what was, you know, one of my main emphasis with Run DMC. To talk about something that was universally relatable to all of us.
Well, you are such a delight. I'm so happy to. I'm fangirling completely. I got it under control, but it may not last. I can't say how much I appreciate you. I'm so glad you came to Comic-Con.
Yes, I love it here. Motor City Comic-Con is a really good one, too.
It really is. Well, thank you so much.